Hi there, it's Joe from ShopTo, joined by my co-host Dan.
Hello.
And this is the ShopTo Gaming Show, episode 15. We're flying along. It's like we're in a little jet and we're flying along. That's how fast we are.
It seems to go very quickly, actually. I think you record one and think, oh, that's good for a week. And before you know it, it's like, oh, I better do another recording.
I know. It's unbelievable. So it's been a busy week. Oh, and it's about to get busier. The door might go because I'm expecting the game to show up in about an hour's time.
What are you expecting in the post?
I think it's Far Cry Primal's coming today, so that'd be exciting.
You be streaming that at all in the future?
Oh, yeah, hopefully. Also, the Division Open Beta. We're not quite on the news yet, but I just wanted to mention it. The Division Open Beta starts today on Xbox One, so that's...
Oh, cool.
Get on that.
Yes, you should. Shouldn't I?
Do you have EA access?
No.
No, because the Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare 2 trial's out on Xbox One today as well.
I want to get it, but I think because at the moment I've got so many games to play, it's kind of pointless paying for something that I'm not going to touch at the moment.
The Division Beta, Open Beta, I'm hoping, because it comes out in PlayStation 4 tomorrow, so since I've got everything upstairs, I'll probably stream it in PlayStation 4, so I'll try and do that tomorrow. I'm going to try and capture some gameplay for Far Cry Primal. I'm also going to try and stream some Plants vs Zombie Garden Warfare 2, so busy.
Kind of busy there, yeah.
And I'm away at the weekend. I'm going away for some fun. So, I mean,
you tried to put the last word in that, weren't you? Some fun.
Yeah, I'm not used to fun. No, so I mean, loads of games to get on with. So yeah, so it's going to be a busy one. But
it's quite a busy news week as well, I think, is looking through the list you got here.
Yeah. So let's get on with the gaming news. I need to do that re-intro because that's our re-intro. Let's get on with the gaming news. God, I love it.
That accent.
Okay, because it's exciting. You've got to make it exciting because it's the gaming news. So gotta get on with the gaming news. Almost sound American.
That's what I think.
Gotta go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. Right, anyway, gaming news, that's right. I was too busy just messing around.
There's a bit of PC news for a change. You've got WWE 2K16 due to arrive on the PC.
It's wrestling its way onto, it's slam dunking its way onto PC.
Slam dunking, that's basketball, Joe.
Is it? Ah, damn it. It sounds like a good wrestling move, doesn't it? A slam dunk, where you just stand on the top rope and sort of pound them with your fists on the head. Slam dunk.
Oh dear. You've not seen wrestling for a long time, have you?
No, I haven't. I kind of stopped watching that when I was 8 or something. So, right, go over that now. Go over that.
It's fun to put on every now and then. You've got TNA on some of the random higher channels every now and then, haven't you?
It's just silly, isn't it?
And wrestling, in Glasgow, is weird. Glasgow love their wrestling.
Yeah, it is very popular. I mean, it's okay, but I've never really got on with the games because I find them too hard. I find them too hard to get into. I find the controls of it awkward and stuff.
I think, personally, and I think a lot of people would agree, it peaked with No Mercy on the N64. Was one of the best wrestling games that came out. I know there's a lot of Japanese wrestling games. I think it's Firebomb or something like that. I can't remember now. I think they're very popular. But yeah, No Mercy on the N64 was the height of the game, and now they do seem a bit overcomplicated with all these reversals and grapples and things. Sometimes you just want to mash some buttons and hit some big dude in the face. Yeah,
they get a wee bit tricky. So, oh well, never mind. Vita's getting an attractive starter bundle in Japan. It's about £122 and however many yen it is. It's not coming out over here, but £122 for a Vita with a 16GB memory card's kind of okay, I guess, in it.
Is there any games with that at all? Or?
No, I know games, but still
it's not okay, is it?
It's okay because here
it's the worst bundle ever.
It's not bad because here the Vita's still, I think the Vita here's still between £140 and £160 on its own, something like that. So it's still quite expensive. What's that?
People are buying it at all?
People are buying the Vita in Japan. They love it in Japan, but here it's kind of seemed to have had its day.
I think so. It's a shame because it's a great piece of kit.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of longevity because of the PlayStation Plus. You obviously get your free games with that every now and then, and it throws a couple of little titles on there. But it could be a point where run out of games to put on it, I think.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? It's a shame because it likely means we'll never see another handheld from Sony again. I don't think we will.
It does. To me, it does feel that way. There's no commitment behind it at all now. So yeah,
it's a bit gutting because
a little bit about VR though as well.
The VR is brilliant, though, isn't it? I mean, it's a brilliant handheld. So it's a shame it just never got the support it deserved, because it is really good.
People aren't supporting that. Are people going to support the headset? You know, that's my worry.
That's something we just need to wait and see. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? But I mean, that's discussion for another day. When it's a bit closer to coming out, we'll leave that one for now. Rocket League is out now on Xbox One. It's a great game. Yep. Xbox One fans been waiting for that one. It's sold nearly 11 million units, I believe, just on PC and PS4 alone. So that's not bad, is it, for what's essentially an indie game?
Hype, so many people recommend it to everybody else. It's one of those rare games that kind of everyone agreed you got to play it.
It's brilliant. So I was going to stream some yesterday, but I ended up streaming Dying Light, and then the stream crashed, so I ended up streaming Street Fighter instead.
Is that why I just decided to leave you in the middle of a zombie nest?
Yeah, well, I tried to join you because that would have been fun, but you'd just buggered off, so well.
I was like a really hard part. I finally killed this really nasty boss, and then you joined in. I could see you skulking around the background, getting absolutely ripped apart.
I couldn't find you. I was just wandering in circles, and then you left, and then it sort of threw me back to the bit I was at before, and then I just failed. So yeah, that was good. Anyway, next bit of news. Speaking of Street Fighter, that was quite good. Lead in there. Never meant that. Street Fighter fixes are on the way. It's mainly sorting out PC issues actually, but also sorting out the online, which I have to say, when I was streaming yesterday, it's so difficult to find people online. You're sitting there for ages waiting to fight someone, and it's like, come on, I just want to get my ass kicked.
Is it bad coding, or, I mean, I'm surely people are playing it.
I don't know. I feel people are playing it, but I think it's just the servers is just a bit messed up or something. But you do wait a long time. It's quite fun. I mean, I'm getting better at it, but I still can't beat people online. But I did win one round yesterday, so that's progress.
Well, like we said, we were doing a review. I mean, Street Fighter is one of those games you play against anyone with any skill, you're going to get owned.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, I keep hitting the XMB button during online fights. So I've been so close to beating people about 4 times, and I keep hitting that button. And obviously, you go to the menu and they keep fighting. So obviously, when you get back into the game, you've lost half your health because they've been kicking your butt.
You're a button masher then, Jay.
I think so. Don't you need to be in Street Fighter?
No, Street Fighter's all about skill.
Oh, but you need to hit the buttons fast, don't you? You can't just hit them slowly. You need to get in there.
Not all of them with the palm of your hand, though. You gotta be.
I wasn't even using the palm of my hand. I don't even know how I hit the XMB button. It's. I don't know what's going on. I reckon they've messed up and put one of the buttons as the XMB.
Is that you reckon? That's what it is.
I don't know, because I don't see how I hit it otherwise. Okay, what's the next bit of news is that the Division Open Beta begins. Well, we already mentioned that. Begins today, tomorrow on PS4 and PC. Also, you can register for a Nintendo Network and Miitomo. Is that Miitomo? Miitomo account now. The Nintendo Network is like, I don't even know what it is. It's got a new thing. There's not much you can do with it at the moment, but it's basically their replacement for all their network services. So
do you link it to your old Nintendo account?
Yeah, you can, or you can use Twitter or Facebook or Google to sign in instead.
I mean, hopefully this is going to be good groundwork for what comes in the future.
It's obviously to do with that. And what else I'll say about it is I actually signed up for a Nintendo Network account yesterday, and I looked into it all. There's not much at the moment, but you can link all your social accounts to it as well. So you can link your Facebook, you can link your Twitter and stuff. So it'll be interesting to know how that comes into play. But
I
it
liked
makes
it on
you
the
think.
Wii U, but they do need to do a bit more work on it.
Obviously, on the PlayStation, if you link your stuff, it'll send out. You can send out stuff to them. So I think Nintendo NX is going to have sort of PlayStation 4 like features where you can maybe share gameplay and broadcast and all that.
Good.
So if that's the case, that'll be brilliant because it means we can broadcast the Nintendo NX stuff as well. So that's brilliant. Next bit. Oh, sorry, just forgot. Next bit of news. The Miitomo. That's like their mobile game that they've got coming out. It's like a sort of social sharing thing, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but that comes out next month, so we'll see more about what that is. But I think it's to do with Mii's, obviously. And then you just kind of can probably send people pictures or messages or whatever. So we'll see. GameSpot CEO says that PlayStation VR will arrive this fall. Fall is when the leaves fall off the trees, I guess.
The autumn, I suppose.
Autumn, as we know it in the UK.
Do you think this is obviously GameStop, so that's an American launch?
But he's the CEO. If he says it's coming this fall, there's no doubt it's coming this fall. So,
do you think it'll be a worldwide launch all at the same time, or staggered?
It's a hard one to say, isn't it? Because
Like
it's an odd device, isn't it? It's like it's going to be one of these devices that's quite expensive. So I don't know.
So either way, though, maybe start saving some pennies for Christmas.
Yes.
I think to be the way forward there.
Although fall's autumn, so that kind of suggests August, September, October sort of time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's creeping into November. Who knows?
Well, he's put it on your Christmas list. See what Father Christmas gets you.
Okay, we will do that. We'll do that. Fat Princess Adventures is getting a free story mode and sort of, what's that saying? My notes is hiding. Free story mode and arena mode.
Did you enjoy that? You reviewed that, didn't you?
That was quite a good game, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. It was like kind of more an adventure, whereas I was expecting it to be like the old game where you'd run around feeding the princesses in multiplayer mode. So that was a bit surprising to me when I played it. I was thinking, oh, it's not what I'm expecting. But still, it's good enough. I quite enjoyed it, so can't complain. So getting more free stuff for it, it's always good, isn't it? So yeah, good on him. Good on him. Heavy Rain arrives this March. Oh, I can't wait for that. What's Quantic Dream's other one? The Beyond Two Souls. Obviously, if you have that already digitally, then you can get Heavy Rain for $7.99, which is quite good.
That's not bad.
But Quantic, I keep calling it Quantic Dream. Beyond Two Souls, I didn't really start, or I played it a bit, but I can't say I really
didn't capture you so much, that one.
No, but Heavy Rain, I love that game. But I could kind of do one and not the other, so I'm quite tempted.
I've still got Heavy Rain just sitting there ridiculously.
You never ever played it?
I wish I had actually. I don't know why.
It's really good. Really good. So
yeah,
you need to get to that. Dark Souls 3 is getting a season pass.
It's interesting.
So that's interesting. And also Dark Souls might be backwards compatible on Xbox One. So that's good if you like that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, I mean the season pass, because in the past they tried to avoid doing that, but they always dripped out a little bit of DLC later on, so it's nice to actually thinking ahead this time and offering these things.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I can't really get into that game or Bloodborne or anything like that just because I find them so difficult.
Looking forward to this part, actually. Yeah.
They're too hard. Why are they so hard? Why? Why are they so hard?
They're not, though. That's it. They're actually not that hard.
It's just skill, is it?
Just die a few times, learn how the game plays, and then start winning. And then you go for ages without dying.
Too hard.
Slow and steady.
Too hard.
None of your button mashing and pushing the XMB button. That's what it is.
I just see that's my gameplay style. I think that's why I don't get on with games.
Closing your eyes and hitting buttons quickly.
No, I mean
I played Dying Light with you. I heard you screaming.
I just like to with games. Driving games that just hit accelerate and go for it. With fighting games that just run into the action, just start bashing.
Well, I suppose that is part of the fun. Is you want to get into the action. You don't want to hold back and see someone else do it. So there you go.
I'm not really about about this sort of strategy. So when it comes to shooters, I'm pure running up into the middle of the enemy team, trying to shoot them all.
More the barbarian, berserker warrior getting into the thick of it rather than the archer hanging in the back.
Yeah, like Battlefront COD. I like to try and run round the back of teams, and then they're all shooting my team, and I just got behind them, go, whoa, come on! So it's fun. That's what I want to do. Come on! That's what I do. See, I'm getting excited already thinking about it.
Shoot people in the back.
Yeah. Right, anyway.
Well, there's lots more shooting in Gears of War 2. I think that's coming out for the backwards compatible, isn't it? For the Xbox.
Gears of War 2 now playable for free on Xbox, thanks to Games
3, sorry. The 3, yeah.
Gears of War 2. Not free.
Not bad.
Oh, it is free, but it's not 2.
Oh, God. It's too early for that kind of joke. My brain really hurts.
It's Gears of War 2, not free. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't know what I'm saying. Don't know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? Someone tell me. Okay, Sniper Elite 4 is in development according to a listing on LinkedIn. And actually, so is NAC 2 according to a listing on LinkedIn as well. So,
did you enjoy NAC 2?
Well, no, I've never played NAC 2. It's in development.
Oh my God.
Can't play in future. NAC's good. I quite like it, but everybody hates it. It's got one of those love-hate games. I think the problem with it isn't a bad game. I don't care what people saying how crap it is. They've probably never played it, and they're just these sort of people who go, oh, it's crap, but only because someone else said it was, and then there's this sort of big circle of people saying it's rubbish, even though they've never played it. But the fact is, it's not a bad game. It's got its problems, and I completed it, so I know about it. It takes a long time to complete, and it drags on a bit. I mean, at the beginning you're going, oh, this is great and stuff, and then by about the 12th hour you're thinking, oh, it's all the same. So that's the problem with it. It does take a long time to complete, and it does tend to be a bit repetitive after a while. But I think it's definitely got potential. So if they can sort of make that potential into something good, then there's no reason why NAC 2 can't be a great game. So I think it's one that should kind of be, just keep an eye and just don't judge it. Just kind of see what it's like, and then maybe if you like to look at it, just try it out, because it's likely to be a much better game, the sequel, I would say.
So what can you say about obviously being a long game, because you've got Doom mentioned here as well, the new Doom coming out. It's got a campaign of about 13-hour campaign mode. Now, I've been guilty of this in the past, complaining about games are too short, all this. 13 hours for a campaign seems a bit long, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, to me, I'm not...
Especially for a game like Doom. I mean, I've not played this, I have no idea what it's going to be like, but a game like Fallout, you expect it to be huge because there's loads of little different things going on.
Yeah, Fallout, Skyrim, which I'm okay with them being long, because you've got this massive open world to explore. You
immerse yourself, but sometimes, especially first-person shooters, I do find sort of the middle act can drag, and then you wait your pace, you think the game should have finished here, but then you've got another 5 hours to go. I
prefer a sort of short but amazing experience. I remember one of the Call of Duty stories was like that, where I think it was Modern Warfare 2, it's probably only 5-6 hours long, but it was just brilliant, because it just went boom, you played through it, boom. Uncharted's another perfect example. They aren't massively long games, are they?
But I think what's vital there is, and I think it's a bit of a trick that a lot of people don't bother anymore, like with GoldenEye, is you play it through once, but then there's harder difficulty settings, and the harder settings actually add more to it. So there's more quests to do on hard mode than there is on easy.
Yeah.
Easy is just walk through, shoot everything. Then hard, there's a walk through, shoot everything, but also turn a switch on and collect this. Uncharted, in a way, you've got loads of extra cubby holes and nooks and crannies to adventure into and find all these extra little gems. That's a great idea, but 13 hours for a campaign, start to finish, to me is a bit. Whoa.
For a shooter, I do think it's too long. I just like it to be like a movie, a campaign where you have, not as long as a movie, but where you just have that and you watch it and you think, wow, I'd watch that again. That's what you want. You just want it to go you want to leave a lasting memory.
I mean, hopefully it's a well-written campaign and that 13 hours will feel worthwhile. And I do hope so. They'll take a long time on this game.
Because if it starts dragging...
graphics. Yeah, it's not just about the graphics. It's about a lot of other things there as well.
If the campaign starts dragging, then it's going to really disappoint me. But, okay, you skipped a bit of news there.
I did. Well, I thought because we were talking about game length, I thought that'd be a perfect one to talk about.
Yeah, fair enough. Quantum Break's not coming to Steam, says Microsoft. It's just sticking to Windows Store. That's fair. I mean, that's understandable. Steam's a rival to the Windows Store, so they're not just going to go, oh, here's one of your sort of exclusive games on your store. So it makes sense. Not have a problem with that, really. I'm not playing it on PC, so I don't care. But I don't have a problem with it because I can understand the reasoning behind it. Hitman Go Definitive Edition arrives on PS4, Vita and PC next week.
Is that worth a look? I've not even touched that.
I've never played it. I had a quick go at Tomb Raider Go, which is a sort of top-down sort of puzzly sort of thing. So Hitman Go could be quite interesting. I might just check it out. It's a PC game, obviously, so...
I thought it was a mobile game.
I meant to say it's a mobile game, not PC. But we'll see what it's like, will we? We've still got loads of news. It's got News Central today.
So much news.
Infinity Ward is working on Call of Duty for 2016.
No. Another Call of Duty?
New Call of Duty? Again? Really? Didn't expect that. Obviously, it's a 3-year development cycle, so this game that will be coming out has been in development for 3 years. Because they
I wonder if the people that make this game are just filthy rich, or if the money actually does get through to them, or if it just goes to the people higher up.
Well, it goes to the people higher up, doesn't it? Remember,
they had all that. It would be nice to know if it filters down, but they must make so much money on these games. You're thinking, surely they're getting some serious wedge in this.
They do make a lot of money, and actually, Black Ops 3. I mean, I've not played it probably as much as I should have. I've barely played it at all, in fact. But it is actually a very popular game. I mean, it seems
great.
to be.
I was saying before, I stood by it for change. You know, the online was very good. Yeah,
people really enjoying it. So yeah, no problem with that. Another big franchise, Destiny 2. The new game is coming in 2017, and there's even a big expansion coming this year as well. You'll like that, eh? Well, you like Taken King, didn't you?
I did enjoy it, but I'm starting to feel a little bit of disappointment and no hope.
But perhaps
games. I feel that they've really fluffed their chance.
Perhaps this big Destiny expansion coming this year, which is probably going to be along the same lines as Taken King, will sort of get you back in it again.
Yeah, it's probably another 40 quid though as well, isn't it? Which that's kind of getting my throat a bit. Is like really, I mean, Taken King was a good expansion, but as someone who's playing the game for so long, to suddenly put a lot of effort into Taken King and then have no end game or have an end boss which is so ridiculously hard. There's too many other problems rather than just a gameplay now.
Ah, well. And then obviously there's Destiny 2 next year, so maybe that's going to fix all those problems
we'll see.
you have with it. We'll see.
I'll end up buying it, I'll end up playing it, but I'll probably whinge about this one more.
Okay, a few more bits of news. Bethesda's announced the Fallout 4 Season Pass content. And also, the Season Pass price is set to increase. So it's going from whatever it is now, about 22 quid in ShopTo to £40. So if you're interested, buy it now before March, because otherwise you're going to be paying a fortune.
It's not the first time this has happened. I understand with Dying Light because it was quite a big expansion the following, but I mean, what do you think is happening here?
Well, with Fallout, right, we've got March is Automation, which is on its own is $7.99, and it's going to let you build your own robots basically. So that's the March expansion. Then on April you've got the Wasteland Workshop, which is only $3.99, but it's just sort of building your own arena of death while redecorating your home, it says. And then the big expansion is 20 quid on its own, and that's Far Harbour, which is a sort of mystery island. That you sort of go to, but they also say that they've got plans for more DLC coming in.
Well, they need to. That's
So I mean, that's about 30 quid's worth there. Plus, if there's more coming, and you buy it now for 20, then you're kind of laughing, really, aren't you? So I mean, it's could be good to buy it now, but it also makes me think it's like, well, are they doing this just because they've not got enough sales in the season pass? So they're thinking, oh, let's try and force people to buy it now before it's
also,
sort of
when's the price go up?
March. So it's almost like tons March 1st, I think, or something like that. So tons and tons of people are obviously going to buy it now, aren't they? They're going to be like,
part of me also feels as well, this is playing into the taxman's hands a little bit as well, because that's kind of the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to buy it now, do you know what I mean? Just because I know it's going to be double in price, even though I'm not playing it that much.
Yeah, I don't own the game, and I'm thinking about buying it. That's how I'm thinking. It's like, you know what, £20 is not a bad deal.
I know it seems
it's
worth
double up, and I will play it eventually. It might be a year, but I will play it eventually.
Exactly, same me. I'll play it. Go back to it eventually. So it's almost like, oh, maybe I should just get it. So I'll think about that one. Maybe wait to payday, because I can get it then before it goes up on payday. Okay, right. Topic of the week. We've still not got a little.
You missed a little bit about beta testers for the new PS4 firmware as well.
No, but we need a sort of little thing for our topic of the week. And we've got our American thing for the news. Well, topic. No, can't think of one.
You're so good at on the spot stuff, aren't you?
I know. Topic of the week. I know one.
Pretty guitar.
I know one.
A little jam.
Topic of the week. Oh.
Here they're doing a live version of Simpsons.
That sounds awesome.
I think it's a 3-minute live snippet in one of their new episodes.
Cool. Oh,
anyway,
we've got a couple of topics this week. First topic this week is, should more franchises take a break from yearly releases? Now, the reason this topic came about is because Ubisoft's announced that there's not going to be an Assassin's Creed this year. They're taking a step back, having a look at it all, reworking it. And
there wasn't an Assassin's Creed this year already?
Well, there was the Chronicles, but it's not essentially an Assassin's Creed.
Still Assassin's Creed.
So it's not a game in the main franchise, so and there's not going to be one. It'll probably be Watch Dogs 2 or something else, but so we don't really know what they're going to be doing, but it just made me think, well, should more take a break? Should FIFA take a break? Should Call of Duty take a break? Should all these other yearly ones that come out take a break? What do you think? I think, when it comes to FIFA, I'm just raging. If you want a rant, you'll get one right here. What really annoys me about FIFA, right, is that it doesn't change that much. People patch their games more than FIFA changes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is no reason why they couldn't patch that game for the changes that they make. I'm sure of it. The thing
is, a physical release once a year will earn them a lot more money than a DLC to change it.
Of course it does. That's why they do it. But why then not, instead of going, oh, here's FIFA, here's this year's FIFA, why not release an update that costs money? I know it's still going to cost a fortune, but I mean, they could release an update that costs 20 quid, say, with all the latest kits in and all the player changes and stuff, but if they do that, they're losing 20 quid, I guess. So, I mean, I can understand why they do it. That's fair enough why they do it, but I think there needs to be more substantial changes each year instead of all these buzzwords like, oh, better defending.
Yeah, well,
better goalkeepers.
Really,
I know they always come out with all these buzzwords, and it really annoys me because it just means, oh, we've made a tweak here that we could have patched. It's just that, I mean, I just think that I do think FIFA's a great game, and I just wish the changes each year were more substantial, really, because I don't think there's a big difference between FIFA 16 and FIFA 15, FIFA 16. Except Rangers not being in it. But that'll change in FIFA 17. Maybe that's why that's probably why I don't like FIFA 16, because Rangers aren't in it. So bring on FIFA 17 and Rangers. So yeah, I think it could take a break though, FIFA. There's no reason why it couldn't take a break and be every 2 years or something, because then you would notice the changes a lot more than you notice them yearly.
I mean, when you think of a movie, it's very rarely you get a film coming out once a year on the same franchise, other than being pretty much impossible to do.
Yeah.
Games is probably a little bit easier because you've got the groundwork behind it. Once you've made the game, the engine's sitting there ready for you to tinker with it.
Yeah.
I would be happier if more, I would say, like platform or action games are created like they do with this, because it always seems to be sports games that come out once a year.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind, Mario, same Mario game, same mechanics, just new levels, just keep on throwing them. I suppose Mario Maker solved that now, but I've got no problem with it being released. Also, you think as a money man side of things, they need to make sure that their brand is recognised every year. They don't want people to forget that these games exist.
Well, let's see what some of users got to say. Roger Ivans on Twitter, he said, COD maybe, but they sell very well. Not sure you could skip a year. And on FIFA, it's just a football game, can't change much. So he'd be quite happy for FIFA to not come out every year. Someone said Assassin's Creed certainly needs to take a break, but also think that TT and their Lego games need to take a break and a rethink.
Tanya Who, that's a good point actually, because I say TT, they actually kind of puts my wish to bed a little bit there, because there's me saying they should keep the same engine, do the same thing over and over again. They have done that to death. I think you're right. They need to stop a little bit and go, what can we do new? Too many franchises on their plate, I think, and you think it's no longer special. It's like when Monopoly, they've done the Star Wars Monopoly. It's quite a big thing. Now all of a sudden, everyone's got a Monopoly board. It's a bit boring. It's not a special event anymore.
It does make you wonder what this Lego Force Awakens will be like, because this is actually by TT Fusion, so it's their other studio, so perhaps they'll bring their own ideas to it or something.
No, they can't change what works so well.
But it's probably going to be the same format as always, isn't it?
I mean, a lot of people agree with what you're saying about maybe an update, or just update their rosters for sports games. Giorgio and Yin Chile or something like that.
Yeah, Giorgio, he's saying FIFA, PES, NBA 2K should come out once every 2 years. In the year between, they should give a free update for the rosters. That's a really good idea, I think. He also... that's the same comment. I've wrote it down twice. We've got someone called Why Chili or something. Yeah, most annual games are pointless. Sports games could update rosters and rules tweaks quite easily, yeah. Ashley, he says COD without a doubt. Assassin's Creed just needs cancelling, but that's a bit harsh. But he says it's a huge money maker. Same with FIFA, they've done what they can do. So yeah, I think most people agree, especially when it comes to sports games, that an update to the roster would probably be good. Maybe in the year in between, where they could release a new game the following year.
But also sometimes they do fluff it. Like you look at some of the previous FIFA games, they have some awful releases as well, haven't they? Including the Formula 1 racing games as well. In the past, they used to do annual releases, and like 1 year would be great. The next year is like, what's the point of releasing that other than changing the roster?
It just seems to me that's the future for sports games. Eventually, I think it'll go to a model where you'll get the game and that'll be it, and then every year you'll just pay for updates. That's what I think will eventually happen, especially when things go digital. I think that's going to be the way.
It's going to be a while before that happens.
It's going to be a while, but I can see it happening.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean that makes more sense then.
And when it's digital, they can charge what they want for the updates. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. They can do less work, and it'll be less overhead costs for them, but probably charge the same amount of money. They don't have to print the discs anymore, but they don't. But they still charge 50 quid for a game. Okay,
we got a final thought on that topic. Got a final thought on it? What's your final thought?
I thought you've got one. I think it is a good thing. I do like to have this, repetition of games over and over again. That's kind of what games are in reality. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again. They do need to be more careful about, especially in sports games, kind of just reissuing the same game, but with an all new passing system, or like you say, a better defence. That's dangerous territory there.
Yeah, so give it a break. I say give it a
Yeah.
break. Sports games, I say, I agree with everybody else. Release FIFA 17, but then the year after, release an update, a paid update, half price or something, and then the year after bring out the next game. No need to do it yearly. That's what I say. As a fan of FIFA, I would prefer that personally. But there we go. Okay, next topic of the week. It's got topic
Ooh.
2 of the week.
What would you like to see on the new PS4 firmware?
Yeah, the new PS4 firmware. Right, this is coming about. I don't know if we mentioned that in the news. We might have, but Sony's
testers,
looking for beta testers for the next PlayStation 4 firmware, which you'll probably begin the beta in March. Beginning of March, I would think, if you get accepted. Hopefully, I'll be able to tell you about it then. So yeah, I just asked people on Twitter what they would like to see in the firmware. I mean,
A lot of sensible choices here. I mean, I've struggled as well with a few things with the PlayStation 4, which they took away from the PlayStation 3. We've got here Stacey Owens' USB music player. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I've got that. Snowing.
And someone's saying something plain and simple, what the ability to play music CDs and PS4.
It's a simple thing. I mean,
but
it is a Blu-ray player. It's got the function to play discs. You know?
someone else wants to know when a friend is online or goes offline. That would
Can do
annoy
that.
me. It sort of... Does it do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that would annoy me. It used to annoy me in PlayStation 3 when it kept popping up all the time when someone came online. It was, oh, go away. It's too much. I don't need to know.
I wouldn't mind a proper second screen. So, like, on your tablet or mobile phone, you've got the dashboard on it.
Yeah.
And on the TV screen, you've got the game playing. So, if, say, you want to see if so-and-so's playing, you look at your mobile phone. I think they slightly do that.
Yeah,
but
they have the PlayStation app, so that gets better and better all the time, so it's worth having a look at that.
Also, Trophy Sync from Robert W. Yes, very much
that
so.
would be
That is
lovely.
a joke how much... I struggle with the Xbox One as well, actually, with looking at my trophy and my achievements. It takes quite a while to load them up. And I thought, why is this taking longer now than it did in the past?
Yeah, I quite like the thought of it auto-syncing, because I've got 2 PlayStation 4s, so for instance, I have to sync it before I can get downstairs, and then I sync it downstairs, and I'm syncing them all over the place, and it's just been nice if it just auto-synced, so that...
I mean, there is an always online option, so why isn't that happening always? You know?
I know. So he also, Rob Zombie also mentioned that it'd be good to be able to appear offline, and also this is a big one from a lot of people, name change. There is so many people that want to be able to change their PSN user IDs. I'm not bothered because I'm
happy I picked a decent one when I started and stuck with it. Yeah.
I'm Wata. I've always been Wata. I'm Wata everywhere, so I'm quite happy. But there's people who thought, oh, I know, I'll be big tits 452.
Big fingers.
And now they've grown up and they're like, I don't want to be big tits. They meet a girl, a gamer, they meet a girl in the pub and they're going, oh, I play games, oh, do you? Oh, what's your user ID? Oh, it's big tits. And she's going, okay, bye. So, I mean, there's some pretty embarrassing usernames out there that people have just thought, oh, this will be funny. And then they've grown up and they're thinking, this isn't funny anymore.
I think you got Marty B video chatting. Actually, yes, we've discussed that a few times with each other, haven't we?
I was thinking it'd be quite cool if they'd done video chatting and we could live stream it, because then we could do our show live.
What you want to do is actually have someone do the hard work for you, so that we could just sit there and just play a game and chat.
We could even if it was just video chat, we could just do video chat and live stream our video chat, and that would be our show. We could do it live. We could have people talking to us while we're doing a show. I'd love that. That'd be awesome. So yeah, I want that. That's my big one. Also searching for communities. That seems quite... They do have communities on PSN now, which is quite a nice feature, but you can't search for any.
Right.
So it's really hard to find certain ones.
So. I must admit, I've not actually done much about communities on the PlayStation. I've just kind of play the game.
It's okay. I don't really bore with it that much, but I mean, they do need to sort of change the functionality of it a little bit and make it a bit better.
A couple of people mentioned about backwards compatibility.
Oh, and he's also added a wish list for things on PSN. Now, this wish list, they do have on the online store, there is a wish list, so you can add games to your wish list and people can view your wish list, but they don't actually do that on the PlayStation 4 store, like on the console. But something we'll talk about we'd like in a minute, but there is something relating to that I would quite like to see. What else have we got on here? David, Nerd Legend, he would like to see more creative DLC cycles which mess with formula becoming mini-game at a low price point. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know what he means by that.
I'm as I read that, I'm thinking along the lines of what we saw with the following with Dying Light, just a DLC that changes the way you play the game.
I think that one sneaked in from our last topic, don't you? Rather than this topic. I think that's been pasted in the wrong place, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, there's Simon here, wants folders, online notifications, more control on the library. I do agree with that. The library's a messy place to go.
Backwards compatibility as well.
You don't want betas listed anymore or demos. Yeah, I agree with that. I've got a Destiny sitting there, so it's like I own the game on another console. Why is the beta still sitting on my library list?
Yeah, my library list is right. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to delete betas that aren't there anymore.
Or a folder, we could just throw beta stuff into a folder, and then your PSN games into a folder, and all your official games and games
Yeah, but if a beta's finished, there's no need for it to be in your library at all anymore, is there?
Exactly, it's kind of pointless. It's clearly a bit of an afterthought by Sony.
Or if you've bought a full game and you've got the demo of that game, you'd quite like to be able to delete that so it's not in your library. Because my library's just got thousands of stuff in it.
It's a bit messy. Mine's building every time I get a new review for download. It's like,
and it gets confusing. And there's already a folder on the XMB for TV, so it'd be nice to just have a wee game folder that you put your favourite, most played games in.
Just a little bit more customisation, I think, on the XMB would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot.
I
would like a wish list on the PS4, but to be able to gift games, that would be really cool.
That makes sense, yeah.
That you can,
I don't think many people would do it, but it's an option. Yeah.
You can do it in Steam. It'd just be nice to be able to gift them. Then that way you've got a wish list and you can do gifts for them and stuff. That'd be I'd like that. So yeah. Okay, we'll leave that one there. We've talked enough about that, and we'll move on to what we've played. So, what we've played. What have I played? I've played lots.
All sorts. You've been streaming again, haven't you, in the afternoons?
Oh, streaming. Streaming Street Fighter, streaming Division closed beta last week, streaming Dying Light, streaming lots. I can't even think. There's been quite a few. So yeah, I've been playing quite a bit. Mainly Street Fighter, I have to say. I do like it. What I don't like about it is there's not quite enough content. It's hard to get online. That's kind of my big problems with it. But as a fighter, it's just fun and it looks great. So that's what I like about it. But I mean, generally, that's really all I've been playing. I've not really had much else. But I'm going to be quite busy doing lots of things with Garden Warfare and Far Cry and Division. But I'm going to try and stream all of them at some point. I'll try and get something done today. I don't know what, but I'll try and get something done. I might try and stream today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I've got quite a bit of other stuff to do. But if I can, I'll stream some probably Plants vs Zombies probably on the Xbox, I would think. And I'll do the Division tomorrow then. And I've got to somehow make some Far Cry videos because I don't know when the embargo is. So,
is the Division thing, is that on Xbox and PlayStation?
Division, Xbox. It's PlayStation tomorrow, but it's Xbox today. So Xbox gets it an extra day, I think, basically.
I'll try and get. Is that how long is this beta for?
Till Sunday.
Oh, I might give it a look then. Actually, got a bit of time.
It's quite good. I think you like it. That's one we should.
I've got some promising sort of people mention this. I'm thinking, it's on
I'm
my
saying
radar.
that's one I think we should co-op if we can. At some point, we'll do a co-op live stream.
Yeah.
At some point when the full game comes out, I would think.
Yeah, the thing is, I'll be playing that on Xbox.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
You're playing on PlayStation.
Likely, but we'll see. Well, we can still sort it out, even if we can just join each other for a chat while one of us plays or something.
I suppose, yeah. Well, I've been playing Dying Light the following and sort of immersing myself back in that world and really enjoying it again. We've done a bit of streaming with that between us, and you also hopefully get a review on that one, haven't we, today?
Yeah, hopefully, fingers
Yeah.
crossed. And
that's all I've been playing actually. I sort of this. I've been doing comic stuff this weekend mostly, so.
Oh, good stuff. We've been busy, and we're about to get busier, so because there's more games connect. It's always busy.
Well, I mean, looking at the release list coming up, there's a lot of games. I mean, you've got Far Cry coming out.
I've done the list to 29th of February, so like you say, Far Cry is the big one, isn't it?
Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Yeah,
look at that. If you get that, actually, that'd be an interesting review.
Toki Tori 2, whatever that is. Still
don't
know what that is. Garden Warfare. So the two big ones of this month really is Far Cry Primal and Garden Warfare 2, both out next week. So we'll probably have reviews for them. I mean, you've got other ones like the Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow.
There'll be big releases coming. Blue and Red. They're the first games, weren't they?
Yeah, but they're just 3DS digital releases, and they're not coming to detail about things. And then
big games. I think a lot of people are buying that.
Get a few other games. Professional Farmer 2016. What's that?
Dangang Romper, Trigger Happy Havoc.
Not
bad games.
Those games are. Where did that come from? Professional Farmer 2016. That sounds great.
I mean, the title's like okay, but then these games could be really popular. I mean, look at your sort of cross-country driving a rig, that sort of game like that. And I think Farming Simulator, I've been playing that last year.
That was alright. I had to.
You know what? It was a fun enough game.
I think I streamed that or something. I think I streamed Farming Simulator. I remember doing that. That was fun.
They're fun little games.
Okie doke. Right. That's it. That's what I've got to say. I've got one more thing to say actually. That you can now share and earn with ShopTo. So,
what's that?
Right. I'll tell you what it is. Right. You waiting?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Right. You get. Right. Wait there. I'll demonstrate. Look. Here's. Oh, stay still, you. I'm going to demonstrate. Right, here's Mrs. Krabappel, right? So that's you. Oh. You're Mrs. Krabappel. Hello, I'm Mrs. Krabappel.
I thought I've been calling her Cranston this time.
Right. What do you call her?
Cranston. That way.
Right, Mrs. Krabappel. Right, look, that's a game she's got in her hand. So she says to her friend, hello, here's my game. I like this game. You should play it. Right, so there's Homer. Right. You play the game. Okay. So she goes to ShopTo, fills in the details of her friend, and basically emails them the recommendation of the game. So say it's Far Cry, she goes, Homer, you should play Far Cry. So she recommends that game to Homer on the website. And if Homer buys it within 7 days, she gets £1. How about that?
Okay.
So basically, that's how it works. You go on the website, if you want to recommend the game, there's a little gold button that says share and earn. You push it, you fill in your friend's details, and then if they buy the game, you earn money. So I think you earn £1 for a game. So if you recommend 10, you'll get 10. And then if you can do a console, and if you recommend a console, you can earn up to 20 quid if your friend buys it. So yeah.
Okay.
So
not bad idea.
Share the products with your friends. If they buy them within 7 days, you earn money. Not bad at all, is it?
No, I can't argue with that. So the person has to input their mate's email address and stuff each time, though.
Yeah, you just fill in the details whenever you're recommending something. Someone. Okay. So there you go.
You know what? It's money for nothing almost, isn't it? There you go.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it. Show's over. Join us again next week. Hope you've had fun. We have, I think.
Join us for our streams, join us for our reviews. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
You're getting good at this
iTunes.
Now. He's getting
Don't
good at
forget
this.
to buy all your games from ShopTo.
He's getting good
Why
at this.
else would you go anywhere else?
Like and subscribe. ShopTo. What is it again? YouTube.com/ShopTo. Like us on iTunes. Leave a wee review. Leave a wee review if you can, and some nice comments and some nice stars. As many stars as possible, please.
And also, I think the more people that are offended by Joe's American accent, the more of a chance you got him that he will never do it again.
Yay! What's wrong with my American accent? Thanks for joining us on the ShopTo Show, episode 15. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.